What's up, family? Welcome to Ask the Mods.
Where we challenge you to stop playing and start pushing.
This is my enchanting wife, Iana.
And this is my adorable husband, Ayize. Welcome to Ask the Ma'ats. We are the Ma'ats, and we do this each and every single day. We are married. We give you our advice. We give you our opinions, and we always keep it 100% real. So welcome. You're either watching us on our blog at beintentional.com, the letter B, intentional.com, or on our YouTube channel. Either way, we're going to get to the question for today. We got a young brother who has written into us, and we're going to give you our opinion on this. Okay, here it is. I want to commit and be in a relationship with a woman who I've been interested in for quite some time. We're equally yoked, Christians and friends, in love with each other, and we love each other unconditionally. But there is one problem. We are going to separate colleges. I want the best for the both of us. Her needs are before my needs, and I want to make the best decision. Is it best to be in a long-distance relationship currently, or should we hold off until possibly after college? God bless the both of you. Well, God bless you, brother. I'm going to let my husband weigh in on this one first.
All right, the first thing that came to my mind is that when this question, when you wrote in with this question, you mentioned that you all, you're looking to be in a relationship, in a committed relationship with this sister. So I'm assuming that you might not possibly be in a relationship at that point, but then later on in the letter, or later on in the question, you mentioned that you all are in love and,
right,
have this deep connection with each other.
So we ain't clear. We ain't clear.
Yeah, so we're not sure whether or not you're
Are y'all together or you're not?
Yeah, so, but let's just operate as though you all are together. Okay. And so if you all are together and you're asking us whether or not, you should maintain this relationship, being as though you're going to two separate colleges, then based off of the fact that you're going to two separate colleges, I would say that I don't think that that's a reason to, not be in a relationship. My wife and I, we mentioned before that, she and I, we were in a relationship, a long-distance relationship. She went to a college down south. I went to a college up north. Right. We started dating prior to going to college. And, while we were in college, we had the ups and the downs, the roller coaster ride. But we maintained a relationship, and we've been together for 15 years. So, you can make it work, but it really depends on where you all are, what you all's state of mind is, and what your connection is, really.
I'll say this. I thought this was an interesting question because, of course, like my husband said, we've been through that. And I think that it's something that you all have to look at for yourself. There really is no right answer. It's really what is your answer and what is her answer. Does she feel the same way as you? Would she describe you and your relationship the same way you described it? That's number one. That's number one. And number two, one thing that I really think is important in a young person's development, especially getting ready to go off to school and starting the second phase of your life where you're going to be coming more into who you are as a person, and meeting different people and learning different people, I think it's important to date. I really do think that it's important to date. And that's something that I did do. I did. And that's something that my husband did do. Don't fake. Let's keep it real. We've been through our ups and our downs, right? So I went away to school. This was my boo and this was my baby, and so was I. We went through it. And the thing is, my husband at the time, he was my boyfriend. I was like, should we pause for a second? He was like, no. He wasn't having it. But I do think in retrospect that it would have been good for us to do that, because I think it's a normal, natural part of a person's development to get out there and see who's out here. Who do I get along well with? What personalities do I not get along well with? And just be exposed to different experiences and different people. And when you've done that, then you know that you know that you know. Because one thing that I always knew, that I knew was this was the one for me. He was the one. But I probably would not have been able to be as clear about it and as precise about it if I had not seen some other things, seen some other people, been out and done some other things. I'm not saying that folks, don't get together when they're in high school, only date that one person, stay with that person through college, and marry that person and die with that person. I'm not saying that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying...
You need to be clear about that because, you don't have to
We're kind of in two different... You see, my husband's still coming like he was then. Like, nope.
You don't have to date to know that the one that you're with is the one. You know, you can be with that person, you can be deeply in love with that person and know that that person is the one without being with anybody else. So it's really up to you. But just be clear that where you are is where she is, and if you all aren't in the same place, then you all might experience some friction in the relationship, being as though you all are in two different places. So,
but what's most important is this: whether you experience friction or not, if you're committed and if you are loving each other through the stuff, and if you keep God at the forefront, you'll make it through. So think about it. Make sure she feels the same way you do, and know that it's okay to spread your wings a little bit. But it's sure enough, it's okay to say, I ain't really that interested. I'm all about you. We hope this has been helpful. We didn't give you a one way or the other, but we gave you something to think about. Stop playing and start pushing.